Hey guys, I haven't really been feeling the more powerful flows lately, and I know I've been just giving you guys a lot more gentle stuff. So I'm gonna share with you today my I call it my dove flow. When I really wanna get on my mat, I really wanna move, I want a little bit of power, but not too much. This is what I do. And I just sort of take our sun salutations and I follow that format, but not to a T. I'll slow it down, then I'll speed it up, I'll add some stuff in there, we'll take some breaks and add some different movement in there. So it's loosely sun salutations, but my way. So I'm gonna talk you through it like I always do. And this is a really great way if you just wanna get on your mat and just sort of move and add a little bit of free flow in. Just sort of start with your sun salutation A and your B, and then add some stuff in there for yourself. And it's a really easy way to give yourself just sort of a moderately powerful practice. So we're not gonna mess around. We're gonna start right away in down dog and just get right to it so that it doesn't run too long here. So let's get to down dog. Move around in your down dog. I already taught a class, so I'm already pretty warm. I'm gonna try not to let that influence me too much here. So let yourself move around here. Bend one knee and then the other. Nice wide fingers here. Press down into your fingertips. Lift your tailbone here. Think about pressing the front tops of your thighs behind you. Really lengthening. Find that stretch down the back of your leg. And then looking forward towards the front of your mat. Just walk it to the front. And inhale here, come halfway up. And exhale, fold. Now arms wide, flat back here, look forward, guys, all the way up. And exhale, hands down the center line. Inhale overhead. Exhale, fold. Come halfway up. And step back to plank. Now pause here in your first plank. Really settling into it. Maybe even moving around a little bit. Hey. Scoot. Unlock your elbows here. Release your knees and the tops of your feet. Hold here. And then slowly bending the elbows. Bring your belly and your chest down together. And then inhale to your cobra. Nice and easy here. Exhale, release. Now press up through all fours here. And find downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk or step to the front, and inhale halfway, long spine here, and exhale, fold, and the arms wide, flat back, guys, all the way up, maybe lifting the chest, and exhale, hands down the center line. Inhale overhead. And exhale, fold. Come halfway up. And step back to plank. Now pause and plank, inhale. And exhale, release all the way down. Now bring your hands a little bit wider here. Squeeze the elbows in tight. Stay here for your inhale. And on your exhale, pull your chest forward and up. I know it feels backwards. Inhale on your way down. And exhale up. Keep reaching back with your toes. Inhale down. And exhale, forward and up. Now hold here, keep breathing. Your left shoulder, pull it back. Right shoulder, pull it back. Really wide, open collarbone here. And release all the way down. Press back through all fours. Downward facing dog. Looking forward, walk or step to the front, and come halfway up. And exhale, fold. Raise all the way up, nice flat back. And exhale, hands down the center line. Inhale overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And step back to plank. Now pause in your plank. Inhale. And exhale, the knees, the thighs, the stomach down. Now bring your hands outside your mat, really wide, up on the fingertips. Fingers facing forward. Reach back with all 10 toes. And then pull the chest first forward, then up. Really wide cobra here, breathe. Relax your face. If you're squeezing the shoulders up to the ears, relax them down. Couple more breaths here. On your next exhale, all the way back down, hands under your shoulders. Now you can either press back through all fours or tuck your toes. Lift your kneecaps. Strong core here. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Press up to plank. Downward facing dog. Slow breaths here. Looking forward, walk or step to the front, and come halfway, long spine, and exhale, fold. Raise all the way up, flat back. And exhale, hands down the center line. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, fold, leading with the chest. Halfway. And step it back to plank. We'll pause here, inhale. And then exhale, press forward on the toes, look forward, bend the elbows, come halfway down. Low plank, chaturanga. Pause here. Find cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. It's been a minute since I've done chaturanga. Now bringing your feet closer together. Rise up on your toes, lift your heels, lift your hips. Give yourself a couple of bendy bounces with the knees. And then jump to the front and come halfway up. Fold forward. Rise all the way up. Lift the chest. Now right away on your exhale, fold. Come halfway up. And this time, place the hands down, bend the knees. Bring a nice bend into the elbows. We're gonna jump back to low plank. If you don't trust your body to do that, just step back to plank and then find your low plank chaturanga. And when you're ready, keep that bend in the elbows, strong core, low plank. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump to the front. And come halfway up. And fold. Raise all the way up. And hands down the center line. Now inhale to a chair pose. And pause here in your chair. You can have your feet together, knees together, thighs together, or everything hip distance apart, but choose one. If you really fall into a back bend here, try and come out of that. Belly button in, lower ribs in. Breathe, weight into your heels. Now on your next exhale, fold forward. Come halfway up. And step back to plank. Pause and plank, inhale. And exhale to low plank chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Johnny. Bad doggy. Now bring your right leg straight back. Hold it here. Neutral hips here. So think about bringing that left hip back, right hip down. Pressing back with that right foot. And looking forward, draw that foot to the front. Now take a small step here with the left. Warrior one is a little bit shorter than your down dog. And then find your warrior one. And hold here and allow yourself to move around a little bit. Sort of checking in with your body here, seeing how everything feels. And think about really pressing down into that back foot, especially the pinky toe side. On your next exhale, find plank. And pause there, inhale. And exhale to your chaturanga, low plank, up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Left leg back. Same thing, hold it here. Right hip back, left hip down. So I'm keeping my hips neutral and not opening. Maybe you can't go up as high, but it's stronger here. Press that left foot back. Looking forward. Draw that left foot to the front between the hands. Small step with the right. And find your warrior one. I like to move around in this first warrior one. I don't like the idea of sitting really still in a pose all the time. Sometimes the body needs to move a little bit and find where you're fitting into that pose on this particular day. Press down into that back foot. On your next exhale, find plank. And then pause in your plank, inhaling. And exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. One more breath here. And then walk, step, or jump to the front. Come halfway up. And exhale, fold. Now inhale, come to a chair pose. And exhale to mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale to chair. And exhale, fold. Come halfway up. And step back to plank. We'll pause here, inhale. And exhale to low plank. Up dog. And downward facing dog. And inhale the right leg back. And use your whole exhale to pull it forward. Then inhale to warrior one. And exhale to plank. Pause in your plank, inhale. And exhale to low plank. Inhale to up dog. And downward facing dog. Right away, left leg back. And exhale it forward. Inhale to one. Exhale to plank. Moving with the breath here. Pausing here for an inhale. And exhale to low plank. Inhale to up dog. And downward facing dog. Got your breath here. Now walk, step, or jump to the front. Come halfway up, inhale, and exhale, fold. Guys, all the way up to chair. Holding chair again. And find mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale to chair. And exhale, hold chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Start twisting from the core to the right. Setting that elbow down. And just hold this twisted chair. Think about pulling your thumbs in towards your sternum. Lengthening your spine. Pulling it long here. Breathe. On your next inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, switch sides, twist from the core towards the left. Lengthening your spine here. Nice opening in a twist. On your next inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, fold. Come halfway up. Now either step back to plank or jump to low plank. Come through your vinyasa and meet in downward facing dog. And bring that right leg back. Start with it straight back, and then allow your hips to open. Bend the knee. Just let that foot fall behind. Now think about your chest here, and press your whole chest towards the back. So this right side that's opening with the leg, press back with that shoulder, that right side of the chest. Keep the opening in the hips here. Breathe. And then bringing your legs back neutral. And draw that foot to the front. Finding warrior one. Now on your next inhale here, reach the arms higher. And as you exhale, just bring a soft bend to the elbows. Lift the chest and just let the arms sort of float back and down. Inhale, sweep them forward and up. Really reaching. And then exhale, lift the chest, soften the elbows, and let the arms float down. One more, inhale. And exhale, float them back. Now inhale the arms overhead. And on your exhale, find plank. Now come back to down dog however you like. You can find your vinyasa, or you can just lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Left leg up. Starting with these neutral hips, and then slowly opening the hips, bending that knee, and letting that foot just sort of fall towards the ground. Now paying special attention to your chest here. Press back with the chest, especially the left side. And then bringing your hips neutral again. And draw that foot to the front. Warrior one. On your next inhale, reach higher. And exhale, lift the chest, soften the arms, and let them float back. Inhale, sweep them forward and up. Really reach and exhale, float them back. One more of these, inhale. And exhale. Now inhale forward and up again. And exhale to your plank. Now pause in your plank, inhale. And come through your vinyasa however you like. Just meeting in down dog. And that is my embarrassing ringtone. walk, step, or jump to the front and come halfway up. And fold. Inhale to chair. Weight on your heels. And exhale, mountain pose, hands to the heart. Inhale to chair. And exhale, fold. Come halfway up. And step or jump back. And then come through your vinyasa however you like. Meeting in down dog. And then inhale your right leg back. And exhale to the front. Inhale to warrior one, moving through it with the breath again. And exhale to plank. Now pause here, inhale. And exhale through your vinyasa. However you like here, you may be getting tired. Meeting in down dog. And inhale, left leg back. And exhale it forward. Inhale to warrior one. And exhale to plank. Pause and plank. Take that inhale. And then exhale through your vinyasa. Breathe here. Walk, step, or jump to the front. And come halfway up. And fold. And come to chair. And then mountain pose, hands to the heart. And inhale to chair. Hold here, weight in your heels. And on your next exhale, fold. And come halfway up, keeping your hands here under your shoulders. Take a small step back and start preparing to find a crow pose. Bend the knees. I like to bring my knees way out here. And then dig them in close to my armpits. Think about the armpits as being little pockets for the knees. Round your upper back, that angry cat back. Lean forward, look forward. And then let the toes just float up. Breathe. And either step back to plank, or if you're feeling really fancy, jump to low plank. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg back, opening the hips and bending the knee. Either staying here, or you can drop that foot all the way back behind you to the floor, flipping your down dog and finding wild thing. So that left leg is straight, right leg is bent. Keep pressing the hips up, the chest up. And looking down. Come back to three-legged down dog. And draw that foot to the front. Warrior one. And this time we're going to bring the hands behind, either interlacing the fingers, or if your shoulders are tight like me, just hook your thumbs. Lift the chest here, And find a gentle back bend. Breathe. Imagine a rope on your chest pulling up, lifting it towards the ceiling. Keep the arms behind and start hinging forward here to humble warrior. Keeping the spine long, maybe nestling that right shoulder just inside that right knee. Looking forward. We're going to take a small step with that left foot, bringing these hips more square. Keep reaching back with the arms. And then find warrior 3. Keeping your hips nice and neutral. And then start hinging forward here. Foot higher, chest lower. Releasing your arms whenever you need to for balance. And find standing split here. And notice that I'm keeping my hips neutral here, even though I can't come very deep. I could open the hips and come much deeper, but in a split, we like our hips to be neutral. Just fold towards that bottom leg. Keep reaching with the back leg. Bend into that bottom knee some. Drop the left foot to the back and release the knee down. Bring both hands inside that right foot. Your ankles under your knee. And just drop that right knee out towards the right. Come to the pinky toe side of that foot. And give yourself just some small wiggles here. Just finding those sore spots in that right hip. If you want to, you can settle in here, whatever level feels good, keeping the spine long. Just a couple more breaths here. Send it to that hip. And think about how excited you are that we get to do all this on the other side. We're slowly going to come out of this, bringing that foot flat again. Step it back to plank. Now make your way to down dog however you like. You can find a vinyasa or just lift your hips up and back. And bring your left leg back. Open the hips, bend the knee. Pause here. And stay here. Or if you'd like to flip your down dog and find wild thing, just start dropping that left foot towards the floor. Keep that right leg straight. Lift the hips, lift the chest. And looking down, come back to your 3-legged down dog. And draw that foot to the front. Find warrior 1. Either interlacing or just hooking the thumbs. Gentle back bend here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. Lift the chest. Breathe. And then start hinging forward, finding your humble warrior. Nesting that left shoulder inside that left knee. Keep reaching back with the arms. And keep your spine nice and long here. look forward. We're gonna take a small step with that right foot, bringing the hips neutral here. They were a little bit open, now they're neutral. And start finding your warrior three, reaching back with the arms. Makes it more challenging. Press back with the top of that left thigh. That will help keep you neutral. If you come out of it, like me, find it again. And then start hinging forward. Chest down, leg up. Release your hands whenever you're ready for balance. And just hold the standing split, keeping your hips neutral. Really reaching with that back leg, keep it really active. Now bend into the front knee and just step that foot to the back. Dropping the right knee down and bring both hands inside that left foot to a low lizard lunge. Now we're going to drop that left knee out towards the left. Come to the pinky toe side of that foot. And just give yourself a little bit of wiggling around here in that hip. All those sore, sticky spots, send your breath there. You can keep moving around with this here, or if you'd like just to settle in to a stretch, you can come down to whatever level you like. For me, coming to a block is just right, because I can still keep my back long. You'll notice that if I come down, I have a bit of a hunching in my back. That means I've come too low. You always want to be able to keep squeezing your shoulder blades together here, collarbone wide, lengthening your spine without hunching into it. Pressing back up, bringing that foot flat, finding your very last plank. And release your knees, your thighs, your stomach, your face, and relax. Let the feet rest in. Let the heart rate slow. Relax your belly. Let it fall heavy towards the mat. Now bending the knees, both of them. And just circle the legs. Either direction, because we'll switch. And then switch directions. And let's just roll it over here. Roll onto your back. And bring both knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. And let's let the knees fall to the right. Look to the left. And switch sides, knees to the left, look to the right. Coming back to the center. And start making your way to your savasana. Adding any props you like here, or just laying flat. However you are most comfortable. Let the feet relax. Let the shoulder blades fall heavy towards the mat. Relax your face. Think about unclenching your jaw. Finding a little bit of space between your top teeth and your bottom teeth. And notice what your tongue is doing. You're pressing it to the top of your mouth, against the backs of your teeth. See if you can relax it. Relax the corners of your mouth. Even tilting into the tiniest of smiles can help your cheeks relax. Relax the area between your eyebrows. Imagine your eyebrows falling away from each other. Smoothing out the forehead. Stay here as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.